Do you know that if you study the book of Hebrew 11, the writer of Hebrew 11 began to tell us about what it started by what Abel did. Abel offered a more excellent sacrifice than that of Cain. So because of that, he had a testimony from God. He went down to what Noah did, that because of Noah feared God, he built an ark and he received a testimony from God too. He said, by faith, he continued, Abraham. By faith, Sarah received strength. To receive strength to be pregnant, to conceive. That's what he used. Receive strength to conceive. That's Isaac. To conceive Isaac. Bible went forth by faith, and the Bible continued. And it came, listen to me. It came to a portion of the scripture where the writer himself said, time will not permit me. In other words, there is no time. I want to move to something else. I don't know where he was. I don't know where he was and how fast he needed to send the letter. But he said, time will not permit me. But he had to mention some person's name. He said to call men. Even though time will not permit him, he still had to mention their name. He said to call men like Barak, men like Samson, men like David, that subdued kingdoms, quenched fire. But that's not, he called the mighty works they did. But do you know what I found out? That was not the end. Even though there was no time and he had to mention all these men's names, he didn't stop there. He now went further. Hey! He now went further and he now began to talk about women who received their dead to life. Women who received their dead. This is a dimension of faith. He stepped up. He said they were even women that went further. Listen. They were not the one that raised their sons to life or raised the people to life. Oh, I don't know how to explain this to you. Oh, Jesus. You see, by faith, these women received their dead back to life. In other words, what Elijah was saying is that this kind of faith, sorry, not Elijah, what the writer of Hebrew was trying to say is that this kind of faith is on another level. Even though there is no time, let me still talk about this kind of thing. I have dealt with Balak, I have dealt with Samson, I have dealt with David. He said there is no time, but what these men did, I have to talk about it. But he now stepped up to something much more. He said, but there is still another kind. And these are women that received their dead. In other words, listen, here's where I'm going to. The woman was not the one that raised the dead. Her son died, she couldn't raise her son. But what the writer was saying was that the faith the man of God used to raise the dead, to raise her son back to life, was the faith of the woman, not the man of God. That even though Elijah was the one that raised the son back to life, the writer of the book of Hebrews was saying it was the faith of the woman that made the son rise, not the faith of Elijah. I think it was a man of God that was sharing this story, and it so blessed me. He said a woman carried her dead son to Bethsaida. And he took the dead son to Bethsaida. And when he took the dead son to Bethsaida, he said, Bethsaida, according to the man of God that shared the story, the faith of Bethsaida had left him, because the way the son was looking dead and still, his faith left him. What did the woman say? The woman told them, tell my son, make him come back to life. Just tell her, make him come back. He said, Bethsaida said, according to the man of God, he said, when Bethsaida heard that word, means the house had to speak to the son. Oh yeah, your mama said make you come back to life. Come back to life. And the son came back to life immediately. See, I'm not saying this thing to make you feel good. These are real true stories. This Bible thing that was written happened live. Your life too have to replicate something. Your life have to encourage somebody. You can't see that like that. Pass through your neck and your life will not do so. Your life has to inspire. So God has to see life and say, no, I must write about this person. There is no time, there is no space, but your name will be there. Came back to life.